So what happened was that I was looking to come into franchising in my own right, and by the time I had moved to Atlanta, this was in Los Angeles that I grew up and went to school. So I moved to Atlanta after I got married and had a family. And while I was in Atlanta, I realized that I really would like to have my own franchise rather than work for somebody else. So one day I was walking around downtown Atlanta, and I noticed that there were no Kentucky Fried Chickens. There was no KFCs. There was everything else, but there was no KFC. Now, I had a relative who was in KFC, and so I knew a little bit about the business. So I decided that I would call KFC Corporation and find out whether they would be interested in granting me a franchise in downtown Atlanta. So I make the phone call, and they say, well, you know, Atlanta is really a corporate market. We don't have a lot of franchisees here. However, if you can open a store in downtown Atlanta before the Olympics, so this is in 1995, if you can get it open before the Olympics, we will grant you a franchise because we really want a location in Atlanta when the whole world's going to descend upon Atlanta for the Olympics. Can you do this? And I said, of course. I said, yes. Like any entrepreneur, I said, yes, I will do it. If you grant me a franchise, I promise you I will get it open in time for the Olympics. And that's how they granted me my first franchise for downtown Atlanta. And then we got it open. Sadly, we missed the opening of the Olympics because little did I know at the time that the Secret Service would lock down all the streets 2 or 3 weeks ahead of time. So our last few pieces of equipment never made it into the restaurant, and so we were not able to open for the Olympics, but we opened a week after the Olympics were over, and in fact, that was followed by the Special Olympics, so we made that, and it was still a really big opening. But that's how I got into franchising.